So imagine you wake up and your roommate is doing an R. Kelly on you. Y'all can be mad. That's fine. Don't nobody give a shit. Because that's what happened to a student at NYU. She woke up to someone actively squatting over her, ooh-ha, all up in her area and peeing on her, destroying her belongings, destroying her sense of self, destroying, her sense of safety. Um, Now the roommate and her apparently had it a little bit of a back and forth. Well, not even a back and forth. The roommate was on the phone screaming and hollering. She asked her, "Could you quiet it down?" That was the end of it. There was no words. There was no, anything else. But she wakes up to this. So this tells me right here that the roommate had no boundaries. She had no home training, and it's obvious because she gets her brother to go in this young lady's messages and start slinging around words of lawsuits and all these other things. Sir, you're lucky somebody don't come and sling y'all around, because I wish your mama would have taught y'all better. I wish she would have taught y'all better, because why are we having to have this conversation? You are damn near an adult in college and you have to be taught not to go pee on somebody because you got angry because they told you to quiet your voice, because that's literally what this is. Obviously she's having a temper tantrum, and I think you're used to your sister having these temper tantrums, but it's different when they have it against someone else and the secret gets out, because that's exactly what we see is happening here. Because then you have people like her little friend, Leela, whatever her little name is, anyways, talking about, she has a beautiful soul, and, bitch, fuck you and her soul. Because that girl was out here stringing up Panadrols all over across that girl's room like that, the next day, like nothing had happened. And even when, she woke up to find her squatted over her, like, this is the thing to do, she just ran off to the bathroom and then went and got in her bed. Now, NYU told her that they could have either a conversation to where they could try to get the girls to work it out. No, there's nothing to work out. Urine, biohazard, hepatitis B, West Nile, gonorrhea, syphilis, leptospirosis, to name a few that travel through urine. Hell, if this girl can't know to not go pee on people, how do I know she ain't got one of these things? Because it's obvious she ain't clean. But here's the thing. They told her that she would have an escort when she had to go move out of her dorm. Yes, they told her that she had to move out of her dorm. She didn't got her shit peed on, and she got to move out. Do you think an escort showed up? Because when she went to the RA desk, it was like, no, we don't know anything about that. But why isn't the RA being like, okay, since the escort isn't here, let me go, or where's the RA for your floor? Because somebody needs to be here. NYU, you all have dropped the ball, and we're absolutely getting ready to be on y'all's ass, because clearly this young lady has done everything possible to get someone to pay attention and to right this wrong, because she should have never had to move out that dorm. That other girl should have had to move out. She should be having her ass at the house, is what it is, because your student conduct, that threatening and abusive behavior, engaging and or threatening and engage in behaviors that by virtue of their intensity, repetitiveness, or otherwise endanger or compromise the health or safety, or security of oneself, another person, or the general university community. I'm going to say somebody had to clean up that pee, so that's also jeopardizing the health of the general university community. This includes, but is not limited to, threatening, tormenting, mocking, intimidating, with her sitting in there with her friend while she's in there trying to move out and her crying and what have you, maliciously or inappropriately ridiculing another's work or comments beyond the scope of scholarly inquiry, and exploiting known physiological and physical vulnerabilities or impairment that is so pervasive that or egregious that a reasonable person would perceive the behavior as threatening the health and safety of the individual. So, by your own student conduct, you did not follow it, and you allowed this girl to jeopardize this other young lady's health. You allowed this girl to mock her and intimidate her. So, how are you going to have a student conduct that you don't even uphold? NYU, where's the deans? Where are all the people that are supposed to be doing? What is this? Because it's 3 weeks before move out date, y'all just don't give a fuck. I want all of my black students that are at these PWIs, whenever things something like this happen, please get to social media. Please don't, do not let this shit slide. Don't wait. No, the fact that you have, tried to go through the necessary channels, of course, people are like, well, why did you wait? Or why don't you shut the fuck up and either be helpful or move the fuck around? Because you can see this young lady has done everything possible that she could do. And it's not getting her anywhere because they don't feel like it's too much of a threat. It's urine. It's a inside bodily fluid that should have been either in a toilet or outside, if you want to act like an animal. But yeah, I'm gonna need everybody to share this, and I'm gonna need somebody to absolutely. If y'all get any more updates on this young lady, please let me know because ain't no way, ain't no way, baby, ain't no way. Mm-mm, not on duty. Can't do it. Won't do it. Smile in the mugshot.